Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sankey84 and welcome to Democracy 4. So, at this time, this is probably not the best time to actually do this with everything that's going on in America at the moment. But, with that in mind, I did wonder, could we fix the UK's? Could we take over as Prime Minister of the UK and within 5 years fix the UK and make it better for everyone? And I think I can. I believe if you were to give me control of the UK, I could make it a lot better within 5 years. And I'm going to show you today how to do just that. It's not hard, it's not difficult, a few policy changes and everything would be better. So let's start a new game and I'll go through everything and explain how this game actually works. So first things first, we need to pick what country we're going to be in charge of. So of course there's America. Well, we're not going to be going with them because, well, yeah, don't really want to mess with what's going on over there. That's too toxic. Germany, they're doing fine at the minute. They don't need any help. They're doing pretty well. France is doing okay. I mean, they could do a little bit better, but from what I've seen, you know, they're doing alright. They're stable. They're pretty well on their way. Canada, well, it's Canada. Canada is just perfection. You don't need to do anything with Canada. You just leave it as it is. Everything works perfectly and I've never heard anyone have an issue with it. And Australia. Well, apart from the constant bushfires, the complete death zone in the middle of the island, and the fact that nothing else happens down there, I can't see what would really be an issue to solve. So yeah, we're going with the UK. So much that needs fixing here, and it's going to be one heck of a task to fix. So let's get in and fix it, shall we? Okay, and the next thing we're going to need to do is set up the parties who are going to be involved. Now, I am setting it at just the 3 parties, although I do know the UK has several, but there are kind of 3 main parties, and I'm just going to keep it at that for this. So, we've got ours. We are the People's Party. We're going to be the party for the people, of the people, and whatever the other line with people in it is. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. Then we've got the Rotten Reds and the Blabbering Blues. The Reds keep going on about stuff and never do it. The Blues just talk until you switch off. And we're going to leave everything set as it is down here because, well, I want to have this set the same way it was when this was made. So this is set, as far as I'm aware, as what the UK economy was when this game was developed. So as far as I'm aware, everything is as close to it as possible. Let's start a new game. Okay, so here we go. Congratulations on your election victory. We're now the Prime Minister and we've got 63 million citizens to keep happy. And we've got 5 years to do so before the next elections. And we've got 6 main areas we need to keep an eye on. So we've got GDP, health and education. All 3 of them we need to make go up as high as possible. So as you can see, health is not doing too well at the moment. GDP is doing alright. Then we've got unemployment, crime and poverty. We need to get them down as low as possible. So yeah, they are the 6 things, and we have got so many ways to keep them in control or lose control. And as it says here, we only won with a majority of 10%. So yeah, it's gonna be tight. We're not gonna have as much political power as we would like. So let's begin our term, and I'll explain everything as we go. So here we go, the main screen. This is where you're going to be spending most of your time, and while it does look overloaded, there's going to be more there by the time we finish this. And I'll just go through and explain as much of it as I can now, and then if anything needs explaining more, I'll do that as we play along. So right in the middle here, we've got the big blue times 15. That is our political power. You get so much political power per turn, and you can spend it however you want, and everything you spend it on will have a power cost as well as a financial cost. So that is how we change things with that. Outside of them, we have got our outside of them, we've got our cabinet, so tax, public services, law and order, transport, foreign policy, economy and welfare. The happier they are, the more political power we get. Now we do get a certain amount depending on how much we won the previous election at, but because it was only by 10%, yet we don't really get that much to begin anyway. But yeah, these can give extra to you. So if it's in green, you're going to be getting 2 extra political power from each of them. If it's orange, you're going to be looking around 1, and if it's red, you're going to probably be looking at none, if I'm honest. So yeah, you need to try and keep them as happy as possible. Plus, if they hit red, there's a good chance they will quit. The grey ones I'll come back to in a moment. The blue ones are situations. These you cannot change directly. These are consequences of your policies. So for example, at the moment, if I was to go up here to air travel, you can see what is affecting it. So the green lines going in are increasing air travel. The green lines coming out are what air travel is increasing, and of course red is decreasing it. So as you can see here, GDP there has a nice big thick green line, and it is moving at a nice pace. So that is having a huge effect on air travel. Whereas, let's have a look at one. Yeah, the airline tax is having a not that big of an effect, but it is still having a bit of a negative effect on air travel. So you can see how things change can affect other things, and of course it's affecting the oil demand. So if we go on oil demand, we can see how that's affected and what that affects, and so on. The red ones are major issues. These are issues that need to be solved. People have got a huge problem with it throughout the entire country. So as you can see here, we've got organised crime. So if we just click on that, we get a quick breakdown of it, and you can see that organised crime has been pretty steady, and it's costing us £57 million per turn. And then you can see, what's causing it to go up, what's causing it to go down, and then what effects that has. So obviously the higher the crime is, the higher the crime rate, the weaker you look, and the more violent crime there is. So yep, if we can bring these down, it will bring organised crime down, what will then have a better effect on all of these. The one here that is flashing, that's obesity. As you can see, it is maxed out. The previous government did something and caused obesity to skyrocket, and now we have to deal with it. So we can see here, the more people who use cars means more people are obese. The better GDP is, the more people have cars, so the more obese people get, and the more people are unemployed, don't really go out and do much, so they're getting obese as well. And again, now state health service is the NHS. For anybody who's wondering, that is the NHS. And then you've got private healthcare, food standards and food prices that can all affect as well. And of course that has an effect on health and healthcare demands. So we need to sort that out. The grey ones in the middle, these are your policies. These are the ones that you can change. This is the only thing you can affect. You can increase or decrease them to a certain amount, and you get a rough overview just looking here. So as you can see, we've got, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go with the NHS here. So you can see that it's got 3 green bars and 3 red bars, but the green are small compared to the red. So you can see there that straight up on any policy is where you currently have it set. It doesn't matter if you have it set to max or minimum or anywhere in between. Up is always where you are currently set, and this is showing we can increase it a little bit, but by the 2 greens to the right, or we can decrease it a small bit by the 1 green to the left. And the red is the possibility of changing, but we can't do it at this moment in time. So if I was to just click on that now, you can see there, so we're hit, this blue blob is where we are. I can move it down slightly in this green area to reduce costs, or I can increase costs and move it up. Now as I move it, it will have effect on all these different groups. So if I was to reduce it to try and save money, as you can see there, the dark coloured is where it is currently. The light colour is where it would be when the policy has been implemented. And as you can see up here, it tells you how long it takes to implement. So this is going to take 12 turns to implement. So you're not going to really see a big effect on it for 12 turns. Each turn, it will move slowly towards what you've set it as, but it won't reach it for 12 turns. So let's just revert that there. So I was to then go the other way and put it up to the maximum I can. Again, it's still going to take 12 turns, but this time obviously each turn is going to be a bigger boost. And as you can see there, doctor strikes will dramatically decrease. Private healthcare is going to be almost wiped out. Hospital overcrowding is going to go down. However, health is going to go up. The poor are going to be happier. So yeah, it has a lot of effects, that does. And to change it costs political power. So you can see there, I've got 15 at the moment, and these bars cost a different amount. So if I was to lower it, it would cost me 8 political power to keep it within the bar it's in, but lower it down. But only 6 to move it up, yet keep it inside that bar. The next one, if it was to go up, is 11 and then 21. Going down 16 and then 31. Once it's in that bar, it can be moved wherever you want in the bar. So if I was to say move that up to there, that would cost 11 political points. If I was to move it up to full, it would still cost 11 political points. It's just the cost has gone up a fair bit. Now it doesn't mean I need to get 21 political points to put it into the top one. I was to move it there and wait 12 turns, I could then move it up to the top one for probably maybe 6, 12 political points. That will be reduced dramatically depending on how far it is from where you currently have it. So let's come out of that, and down the left here, these are all the different groups of voters. So if we just go popularity at the minute, we can see at the moment the poor, the socialists, the liberals, state employees, environmentalists and the retired all like me. They are happy with the policies that are currently in place and currently set up as they are. However, motorists, trade unions and parents don't like it, and they want a lot of changes, and then the rest of them are content to some degree. So yeah, we need to keep an eye on them. And then obviously we've got our overall popularity and what chance we've got of being voted in with things the way they are. Then at the top we've got our income, our expenditure, whether we've got a surplus or a deficit, and we've actually got a surplus at the moment. And then what our overall debt is. And then we've got the timer, so how long we've got until the next election, so we can keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's for the UK, it's 20 turns between elections. I think the US is slightly shorter, but yeah. And if you click on them, you can actually get a breakdown of where everything is coming from. So we can see income. Most of our income comes from income tax, then sale tax, payroll tax, all the way down to inheritance tax and speed cameras. You can do the same for expenditure. So yeah, the NHS is our biggest expenditure, followed by state pensions, and all the way down to legal aid, jury trial and winter fuel subsidies. And there are some others, although you click on it, it doesn't really give you much information. But yeah, you can go onto charts and you can get a bit more of a breakdown to see. So that's the basics, and then you've got your tabs at the top here that we'll go through as we need to use them. But the first tab we're going to be looking at is policies, because I'm going to be bringing in some brand new policies. But the thing is, what do I want to concentrate on? I want to improve the environment. I want to decrease obesity. I want to increase people's health. And I want to close the wealth gap. And finally, I want to try and get as much equality as possible. They're the 5 things I want to sort out in the next 5 years. So, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to start off with some new policies. So the light bulb up here is your policy tab. And you can see there's different ones: foreign, welfare, economy, tax, public service, law and order, and transport. And these all cost political power to implement. Now, when you implement them, they will cost a certain amount, and then you can set it at what range you want without any additional political power needed to be spent. However, if you were to implement a policy and then later on want to change it, yes, that change would require political power. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with health. Something nice, cheap, easy to do to try and improve people's health. And at the same time, it's going to help the environment. So we're going to go with bicycle subsidies. And as you can see there, it's going to cost 2 political power to implement, and between 37 and 273 million, depending on where we set it. It's going to be popular with 41% of voters. People's health are going to be improved because they're going to be riding bikes. Because they're riding bikes, they're not going to be using the cars as much, or the bus, or rail. Also, because the health is going up and they're doing exercise, obesity is going to be going down. And the environmentalists will see their income increase because obviously we're giving them money to go out and buy or fix or improve their bike. So instead of them paying it out, we're paying out for them. So let's implement that, and we might as well set it to the maximum we can. So 273 million per turn, and that's what you need to remember with these numbers. Everything is per turn. So we'll apply that, and you'll see there it is. It's now in, and you can see what that's going to have an effect on. Now, as you may have seen, I forgot to put, actually if you go in, yeah, you can see there, it's going to take 1 turn to implement. So, just come back out, you can see there, it's down, but it's not been implemented yet. So it's grey, meaning it's having no effect whatsoever on anything. That is what it's going to affect, but it's not going to have any effect at this moment in time. Next turn, it will. Right, next, I'm going to do something to, again, help the poor out, help kids out, and where is it? There we go. Free school meals. So 51% of voters are going to be happy with that. So yeah, we're going to pay for kids to have free school meals. So the poor are going to love it. Socialists are going to love it. Parents are going to love it. The poor are going to really love it because you've got them on there twice. Health's going to go up because they're going to be eating healthy food. Poverty is going to go down because obviously parents are not going to have to pay out for kids to eat at school. Parent membership is going to go up because obviously there's going to be more parents apparently, because more people are going to have kids because we're giving them free school meals. I'm not sure how that works out, but anyway, it does. And because of all the other bits, yeah, obesity is going to drop as well. So we're going to implement that, and as you can see, it's going to take 1 turn to implement, but it's going to cost us 10 political capital. So implement that, and of course, again, we'll move it up to max. And if we've got enough, we're going to go into tax. Yes, the last 3, charity tax relief. Now, this sounds a bit of a strange one, why we do this, but by telling the rich that if they pay into charities, we're not going to tax them as much. 1, keeps the capitalists happy and the wealthy happy, and high earnings are going to be increased. However, the main reason behind it, charities are going to receive bigger payments, and they're going to be able to do more work with the poor, what's going to have more effect on poverty. And yeah, so by saying we'll lose out on £116 million a quarter in tax, charities are going to be getting a huge amount of money, and that's going to then have a knock-on effect to other things that's going to be better for everyone. So yeah, again, we'll implement that and whack that up to full. And now, as you can see, we've got no political power. Now, there are a few other things like, you know, community policing we could do, because that doesn't cost anything. So you know what? Let's whack that up to full just for now. Again, Liberals will like that. Crime will go down a touch, but there's a big one as well that's going to help. Unemployment, it's going to knock it down a small amount. So yeah. 1.4% to 1.7. Not a big drop, but still, it's a drop that will help overall. And as we say, not going to cost any political capital. So, let's move on now to the next turn. Okay, and here we go. This is the report and how everything's been affected in between turns. So, all of these will move up or down every turn, depending on the decisions you've made. However, as you can see here with poverty, it's got a nice red down arrow. That means it's had a huge drop. So poverty has gone down dramatically over that 1 turn. If I was to go say health, how's that affected? So you can see there, it's gone up, but only by a slight bit. Because as I say, the stuff we've done, it's not really had that big of an effect yet. So it's gone up, but a little bit. And obviously you can see there, bicycle subsidies and free school meals is what's done that. However, if you look at poverty, you can see a huge drop because of that the free school meals. Not to mention charities and all the other bits that we've put in as well. So that helped poverty drop. Then we come down to the breakdown of it all. we've got an urgent policy question that we need to answer. You cannot move on until that's been sorted. I can go into the policy screens and do everything again on the turn, but I cannot end the turn until I've sorted this out. Then we've just got different areas that are giving you information. So while we're here, let's have a look at this. So basically this one is they want to start fracking. And we have to make a choice. Are we going to allow it or not? So it's saying, you know, it can open up huge supplies of energy, but there are serious environmental concerns. So we can say, yeah, this bill will give the go-ahead to energy companies to carry out commercial level fracking operations on our soil. This is great news for consumers as it will drive energy prices down and will reduce our dependence on foreign imports of oil and gas. Plus, it'll be a boost for the economy, what's not to like. Or we can say, no, we're going to ban it because fracking possesses a number of dangers, not least the possibility that is linked to earthquakes and the very real danger of contaminating the water supply, as it involves pumping huge quantities of dangerous chemicals into the rock at very high pressure. Plus, this is just another way to perpetuate our reliance on ever-dwindling supplies of climate-damaging fossil fuels. So, well, this is one that I personally have feelings about, and there's a couple of them on here that I do. And I'm sorry, just on a personal note, and the fact that, you know, what I'm trying to do with this, I'm banning it. I do not think fracking should be allowed. So, the environmentalists like that, but the capitalists don't. That's fine. So there we go, we can move on now to turn number 2. And as you can see, we've only got 14 capital this turn. So yeah, we're going to have to be careful with what we're spending. Now I could skip, and later on I probably will skip a turn, because you can save your political power up. So I could skip to the next turn and I'll have that 14 plus some extra for the next turn. But what we're going to do is, because we want to help health out and we want to help out with the respiratory disease, I am going to increase the tax on tobacco. Now it's not going to bring us in much more, 1.7 to 2.2. So it's going up a small amount, but it's only bringing a little bit, but it's going to have a nice big different chunk on tobacco usage going down. It's going to bring equality down, even though we want equality to go up. Poverty is going to go up a bit and everyone's going to dislike it. But overall, it's going to help people's health, and that's the main thing why we're putting it in. Plus, on the bonus side, it's a bit extra money for us. So let's put that one in. And what we're going to do as well, again, because we've been going down the energy, we're going to go clean energy subsidies, and we're going to whack that up to full, 1.97 billion, that's fine, and it's only going to cost us 1 political capital to do. Plus, again, going down the environmental route, I want to keep it thingy, so I'm going to add the plastic bag tax. Environmentalists are going to like it, capitalists won't, but it'll be bringing us in 83 million per turn. So we'll implement that, whack that up to full, and we've only got one left, so we're going to keep hold of that for now and move on to turn number 3. Right, so let's have a look. So there we go, we can see crime has gone down because it's now in the green, education's going up, poverty seems to be going down, so but health has had a huge increase. So as you can see there, now we had a little one there, but now we've had quite a big jump there because of the free school meals, and the bicycle subsidies are now being used. They're not just been implemented, what give us that little one, because they're now having an effect. Now it's starting to pay off, so that is doing well. Let's have a look. Anything else on here? Not really, but we do have a surplus of 4 billion, so that's not too bad at the minute. But we've got another issue we need to sort out. So, safeguarding oil supplies. Representatives from the oil companies based in other countries. in our country have requested that the government deploy troops overseas at our oil refineries in the Middle East to protect them from attack by terrorists. So, are we going to send the troops in? This is why we've got a military and we should not be afraid to use it. Foreign terrorists need to understand that we're prepared to take determined action to safeguard our oil supplies. This is not a foreign invasion, merely the provision of extra security for a vital part of our industry that just happens to be overseas. If we do not deploy the troops, oil supply will suffer. Oh, no, I'm not going to deploy them. It doesn't matter what our motivation is. The symbolism of our troops landing on foreign soil, heavily armed and prepared to use deadly force, is going to cause a major backlash in some countries. It's likely this will lead to both problems with international relations and the possibility of increased terrorism. Our troops are not the security wing of oil companies, and this is no job for them. Now, while I do not want to be sending in the military at all, unfortunately, I'm going to have to. From a personal thing, I don't want to, because we're trying to get oil down. So by not sending them in and the oil supply goes down, then fine, that's a good thing. However, that's going to mean oil prices are going to be going up. And at the minute, that many people are still relying on oil because we haven't had much effect yet regarding the environment and switching over to renewable energies. Yeah, that's going to mean it's going to hit the port. So unfortunately, this time, we're going to have to send the troops in. So the patriots like it, the capitalists like it, and people think we are a strong leader. But yet, liberals, foreign relations, and ethnic minorities don't, unfortunately. Right. Let's get in, and we've now got 15, so that was 14 plus the 1 from the previous turn. And I think we're going to give health a nice big boost there by whacking up the amount of money we put into the NHS. So 11 capital on that, thank you. And to help pay for that, we're going to have to increase tax. Now, I've kept away from it for now, but yeah, it looks like we're going to have to increase it a little bit. Question is, which one? Right, we don't really have much that we can increase, so capital gains tax, let's put that up. So 2.1 billion up to 4. Yeah. I can't remember how much I put in it now, wait a minute. No, you know what? I want to get it up, but for now, I want to try and save a little bit of capital. So I'm only going to knock it up a touch, put it up to 16%. It's not going to have very much effect on anything, but it's going to have a nice effect on our income. So let's apply that one. Keep them 2, and then we'll move on to the next turn, keeping them banked for us in the future. Okay, so credit rating's gone down. I don't understand that because we've been in a surplus. It's the first time the budget report said we're in a deficit. So I don't understand why credit rating's gone down when we've been in a surplus. So our debt's been going lower. It doesn't quite make sense, but never mind. We'll look at sorting that out when we can. But there we go. Let's get in now and let's see. We're going to need to make some more money. So yeah, this time we're going to go into corporation and we're going to put that up. We are whacking that up to 31% because that's going to bring in a lot of money. So what is it? Yeah, nearly 7 billion that's bringing in. So yeah, that's going to help us out a fair amount. And I think we're going to spend a bit of that extra on policing itself. So yeah, let's just whack policing up. That's going to get crime down and corruption down a fair bit. Plus the Conservatives like it, so that's nice for them. And we'll keep that one till next turn. Okay, so there we go. We've got a small surplus at the moment of 500 million. That's not bad. And yeah, oil drilling opportunity. So again, a bit like the fracking, but now the oil company wants to do it. So sorry, I'm going to go down the same route as the fracking. We're not going to be drilling for oil. We've got the supplies. This will only increase our supplies, and we do not want to be increasing them. So sorry, I'm preventing the drilling. Environmentalists like it, but again, capitalists don't. Right. Now, let's see. What can we try and do? You know what? I think we need, before we can go spending on anything, I think we need to increase tax a bit more. But this time on property. Trying to spread the tax out fairly. And ooh, what can I put you on? Oh, 4.1. Nearly 3 billion extra. Yeah, that's that should be okay because it's going to bring the wealth gap down. That's fine. Retired ain't going to like it, but boo-hoo. Going to make things more equal, and the socialists like it, and everyone else is a bit iffy, but that's fine. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we are going to save them for next turn. Okay, so there we go. Crime has taken another huge hit thanks to the police. We've done, and we've got another deficit. I don't understand why we've got a deficit when we've just increased taxes, but okay, never mind. And GDP's taking a bit of a hit, but let's have a look. So it's taking a hit because the capital gains tax and corporation tax. Yeah, that's fine because we've been putting tax up. Right, and obviously the credit rating was downgraded, so never mind. Right, let's leave that. Oh no, cluster bomb ban. Right, so yeah, they want to ban cluster bombs. Yes, we are going to put a ban on them. So Liberals like it. GDP is going to take a small hit, and the Patriots are not going to like it. But you know what? I don't really mind. And you want to implement cyberbullying awareness campaign. That's tempting. Just wait there a moment, because yeah, narcotics. This is another one I do have personal interests in, as in, you know, what my beliefs are. I don't believe narcotics should be completely outlawed. I mean, if you're allowed to smoke tobacco, you're allowed to drink alcohol, they are narcotics. So, my personal belief is there should be an age limit for cannabis. At the minute, obviously, I'm going to put it up to medical cannabis because that's all I can put it up to at the moment, and I'll explain why I'm doing that in a minute in the principle of this. But my personal opinion is, yeah, there should be an age limit for cannabis. Say 18. If you can go out and get on a Friday, Saturday night, get absolutely sloshed on any number of alcoholic drinks once lockdown's over, or, you know, you can just pop the shop and buy a full case of 24 cans and then bring it home and drink it all in one night and no one bats an eyelid. What is wrong with going in the shop, buying a bit of cannabis, bringing it home and smoking it in your house? You're not doing any harm to anybody else. So yeah, that is my personal opinion. I mean, if you wanted to on the game anyway, you know, you could just legalize it, so, you know, Timmy from nursery can go and buy it if he wanted to. I don't know why he'd want to, but, you know, we could legalize it. I'm not going to, don't worry, I think that is too far. Then obviously there's LSD, heroin, or just say, you know what, do whatever you want. Now, yeah, I'm not going that far, but personally, I think, yeah, age limit on cannabis should be allowed. But, again, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but that is just my personal belief. Anyway, back to the game. And we're going to increase that to medical cannabis because legal drug consumption is going to go up by almost 10% per turn. So that is always going to be going up. So it's going to take 5 turns to implement it, but once it's there implemented, yeah, that's going to be a fair amount of people taking it. So 16 capital to do that. That leaves us with only the 1. So we can't really do anything else that I wanted to do. However, what we can do is just use that 1 a minute and put the food standards up as much as we can. Yeah, food prices are going to go up a little bit, but it's going to take obesity down as well. That's the main one. Obesity down, health up. That's what I'm looking at there. Cute, just do that. And we'll end that turn there. So there we go. With all the things we put in now, the doctor strike we were looking at has now been called off. So if we were to go into that, what I might have a look at in a minute, yeah, you'll see that's taken a big drop, big enough for it to be called off. So that is great. We've now got a deficit of 2 billion, but we're going to sort that out soon. And as you can see, crime has taken another hit and health has taken a huge boost. So yeah, look at that there. Because of that money we put into the NHS, where is it? There it is. Yeah, them turns have now gone and it's now had a huge effect on health. So that is a good thing. And as you can see there, yeah, doctor strikes have been called off. So that's going to help as well. And the Food Standards Agency now is being higher. So, yeah, that's going to have an effect as well later on down the line. So that's nice to see. But nothing really much else to worry about there. Right. The reason I put this up there is, well, simply because now if we go into tax, drugs tax, we can now tax people on that drug. So anybody who goes and buys medical cannabis from a pharmacy or wherever you buy it from now has to pay a little bit extra in tax. Now at the moment that is going to bring in 655 million a turn. Not really much, and as you can see, the youth and are not going to like it, the poor are not going to like it. Poverty is going to go up a little bit because obviously people are still going to be buying the drugs, but they're going to have to pay out more. And legal drug consumption is going to go down because not as many people are going to be wanting to buy it, or they're not going to buy it as much. So, but as I say, at the minute, and it's not even been fully implemented yet, but at the minute, if we wrap that up, we're going to be getting 655 million a turn, and that's going to go up. So if we just apply that a minute, and we just go and have a look. No, we can't actually look at that at the minute. That's not fun. We'll look, when is it? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on that. So where is it there? So yeah. So what we're going to do is income history. What we'll do is over the next few turns, we can see how it changes. So there we go. We've just implemented it. And yeah, we've got the amount there. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, it's at 10.39% now. So it's gone from 0 to 10.39 in one turn. That will hopefully keep going up, and as that goes up, the income will go up. So we'll look at that next turn as well to see how it all changes. And I think that's enough for this. I think we'll save that 5 and move on to the next one. Okay, right. Credit rate has gone down again. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. We will turn everything around. We've got to get things sorted. And it doesn't say how we're doing with anything else, so we'll look at that. But crime has taken another huge hit. So yeah, all these things we've put in, the police force going up, community policing, narcotics, has actually put overall crime down a huge amount. So obviously people are not going out and illegally buying cannabis now. They're going out and buying it legally. So that's obviously going to have a help with the crime rating. So that's fine. Health, education and poverty are doing okay. We could really do, we're trying to get GDP up and unemployment down. But yeah, deficit is starting to increase. So I'm sorry, rich people, but I'm gonna need some more money off you. So I am thinking, I mean, that's 1.2, 4.3, 9 billion with automation tax. Gonna have a huge hit on multiple things. If I was to go there, that's foreign relations. You know what? No, automation tax. We're gonna tax on companies that have automated production lines. That way then, they're gonna need to employ more people or pay the extra tax. So they pay the money in taxes or the money in wages. What then get taxed and we get the money that way. So either way, we're benefiting. But yep, we're gonna get that, whack that right up to 75%, just so we get the full 9 billion. Thank you. And if we just look at drug tax there, okay, I think it's gone up. Let's just check. Yeah, a tiny amount, but yeah, drug consumption has actually dropped at the moment because we've just put that tax in. But that's okay. It's still gone up overall. I think, yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this 12 because that's going to cost 16 to get it up to the next one. So I want to get that up one more. So let's save them, move up to the next turn. Corporate exits. Okay, so a load of companies have left. Yeah, of course, corporation tax, and now we've just put that automation tax in. They'll leave it. That's fine. It's not a problem. We can sort that out in a bit. Everything else is about the same, but yeah, we'll sort that out. Right. Terror suspect. So there is a terror suspect and the country is wanting us to extradite them. So, yep. I don't care. You're a terrorist, or at least you've been suspected of it. You've been... someone's confessed that you were part of it, so yeah, you can go over and stand trial. So strong leader and patriots are happy, but liberals are not. Sorry, liberals, but that's the way it is. Can't keep everyone happy with everything. Right, yes, that's the one I want. Age limit for cannabis. As I said before, my personal opinion, that's where we'd have it anyway, but I'm going to put that up, and as you can see, that's going to put another huge jump. That's going to be doubling how many people are actually taking it, what means the amount of tax we're getting in is going to be huge, because now it's not just people who are ill who are getting it, it's going to be everybody over a certain age. So that's nice. And again, just check. Oh, okay. That has plummeted. Yeah, that's because of the tax. Now the tax come into effect, it has dropped dramatically. But that will go back up soon. That's not to worry. Right, let's have a look. Anything else we can do? Actually, yes. Family planning, let's get that up. So, yeah, family planning up. Gender equality, health, education, liberals like it. The religious and conservatives don't. Because obviously we're preventing people getting pregnant, then obviously not as many people are going to be becoming parents. So that's fine. We'll do that. And I think, yeah, I think that should be about it at the minute. I think, what can we do? Let's see if we've got anything we can implement. think we'll do this one. Telecommuting initiative. So commuters are happier, trade unions like it, the telecoms industry goes up, parents like it. Car usage goes down, so not as many cars on the road, not as much pollution being put into the atmosphere. And because more people are staying at home to work, then yet not as many people are going to be classed as commuters. That's fine. And it's only going to cost us 2 political, and there we go. Whack that right up. We'll get as much effect off that as we can. Thank you. And how else can we affect the Exodus? Which one is it? You. Yeah, tax. Ooh, these are raw. There's nothing really that's going to help with that at the minute. Right, we'll have to look at that next and see how everything settles down. There we go, and well, there you go. That just says it all. Prime Minister here, and we have won the World Cup. Now, I don't know which national teams won the World Cup, but apparently one of them has, because Great Britain doesn't have a World Cup team. We've got 4 national teams that can play in it. Don't know which one of them it is, but one of them has apparently won the World Cup. So, yeah, everybody's happy, and Patriots are happy as well. So that's nice to see. And yeah, credit's going down, blah blah, I'll fix it soon, don't you worry. What's up with it? Cyberbullying. Right, I'll have a look at that on this turn, just wait a minute. Right, let's just see. Yeah, the deficit is really racking up at the moment. How is that drug tax? Okay, it's gone up a touch. Not as much as I was hoping. Well, we need that really going up. But, let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's put that one in that she wanted. Cyberbullying. Where is it? There we go. Cyberbullying 2. Parents like it, youth like it. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll put that in. Keep them all happy. And then I think, let me see, what can we... Yes, I know, health. Health. Where is it? There we go. Compulsory school sports. Obesity down. Youth are not going to like it as much because they're being forced to do sports. But health is going to go up. What's also going to reduce obesity. But yeah, let's whack that up as well. I know we're doing a lot of spending at the minute, and I think... yeah, I think... I'm going to need to try and get the GDP up. So... Science funding. What should we put that up to? Yeah, I don't quite think we'll go to particle accelerators, but you can have electric microscopes. There we go. And that is still a nice big jump. So technology from 1% to 6. Energy efficiency from 0.5% to 5%. GDP is going to go up nearly 2%. State employees are going to love it. And we're going to get more people in, and unemployment is going to go down by, say, 0.2%. But still, it's going down. But let's put that into there. And I think at the minute I might save that, because yeah, there's going to be other things. Yeah, I'm going to need to bring in a way of getting some money in. So let's end that there, see how that's affecting us. And there you go, unemployment is now started going down, so that's good. Multinational tax evasion on our hands right here. We need to watch out for that. So, yeah, they're going to start doing that. So I'm going to look into that in a minute. You're getting 41% of the votes apparently at the minute. So polling's doing good, but torture, no. Somebody wants to be deported, but they're going to be tortured. Sorry, no, he can stay here. But patriots don't like it, but liberals do, and people think I'm compassionate. That's nice. Right. So, yeah, that deficit really needs hitting. So, first things first, tax. Yes, diverted profits tax. That's what I was trying to avoid. But as you're now trying to avoid paying tax, yep, I think we'll do that one. This one a minute. No, that's going to push more companies out. I don't want to do that one. So yeah, diverted. That one. That's nearly 4 billion. So yeah, we'll put that in there. You're not going to like that, but I don't care. Next, yeah, I think we're going to have to increase some other taxes as well. But I don't really want to be putting it up much. So payroll tax. So employers have to pay this, depending on how much they pay their employees. So let's see, what can we do with that? I'm going to need a fair bit, so I'm thinking, yeah, let's get it up a fair bit. 40 billion, yeah, nice round, 40 billion. That should get rid of the deficit and give us a fair amount back. So there is that one. And we'll leave that for now. Have we got, we've got 13. Let's have a look. Can we do anything else? Yeah, I think what we'll do is genital mutilation man. This is another one that I have strong feelings on. And I don't believe it should just be banned. I mean, yeah, saying it's banned is bad enough. You can ban it just for females, but banned for both male and females, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Imprisonment. If you mutilate anybody, whether it's their genitals or not, you should be imprisoned. So, yeah, I'm whacking that right up. And let's have a look, see if we can do anything to help out the environment a bit more. Yeah, universal doorstep collections, let's get that up. That's a nice amount. And as you can see as well, you may have been watching, I have, but yeah, obesity now is, not only is it no longer flashing, but it's come down that much, it started to shrink. And if we can keep that coming down, then yeah, we can get rid of it. The same as respiratory disease. So you can see that it's taken a huge dip there for some reason. I'm not sure what that one was, but I'm not going to complain at that. And yeah, it's still going down, so we're doing pretty well on that one. Hospital overcrowding is coming down nicely, so we can just keep working on that. Obviously, the healthier people are, then the less they're going to need to use the health service. So, keep them 3 and see how we do next turn. There we go. So, yeah, they're trying to evade tax, but because of what we've just put in, yeah, next turn it'll be gone. We don't need to worry about it. So, yeah, they're not going to be avoiding tax for more than one turn. Credit rate's gone down again. Right. Yeah, polls are now 35%. What do you want to talk about? Business startup campaign. I'll have a look at that in a minute. We do need some new businesses coming in. But before we do that, I want to get people back in to work, and the best way to do that is childcare. So yeah, childcare, if we pay for some of that, then yeah, parents will like it, productivity is going to go up, parental income is going to go up, populations are going to go up apparently, gender equality will go up because there's going to be both male and females in work because the kids are going to get looked after. Capitalists aren't going to like it, but you know what? They don't seem to like anything. More people are going to become parents, unemployment's going to drop, socialism is going to go up, and compassion's going to go up. So, yeah, I can't see anything wrong with that. But, yeah, it is a huge cost, and we are in a deficit still. So, unfortunately, while it'd be nice to whack it up, I can't. I'm just going to put it at the top of this bar, I think. So yeah, I mean, it's still going to give a good amount. I mean, unemployment's going to drop, what, 8% nearly with that? So yeah, that's pretty nice. And 9.5% for equality. You know, you can't really argue with that, to be honest. So yeah, we'll apply that one. And we don't really have anything else at the moment. So yeah, that's the end of that turn. That was a quick one. Okay, there you go. Tax evasion has now been stopped. It's no longer an issue. You want to talk? So I'll have a look at it in a minute. No, nothing there. No, you're just saying you're not happy. Fine. There you go. Unemployment has already taken a dip. That's good. And now we really need to work on that GDP to get that up. That is hurting us at the minute. And yet that deficit is not doing too well. I'm going to need to bring more money in. Right, can we get that empty house tax? No, we haven't got enough for that one. Right, any other tax we can do? Frequent flyer one, that's about it, really. That's 12, that's I think you're right. Let's have a look at the economy. Anything we can do to try and boost the economy then. We'll do it this way. Now, there was one, yes. Is it this one you wanted? Capitalism, youth like it. Socialism, it goes down. Right. Workers on the board. Let me just have a look through these. The small business grant. Again, I know it's we're spending it, but it's going to help GDP go up. So yeah, we're going to implement that. And how much is it helping it there? So that's 3.4. If I put it up to full, that's 5.8. 1.5. 3 billion. Yeah, you know what? Let's whack it up. There we go. Right. That's 4 there, and I think we'll put race discrimination up to full. Thank you. And we need to really get some money coming in. Don't really want to be adding tax onto things we already have. I mean, that's not going to give us much. Oh, wait a minute. No, no, no. Which one is it? One of these is it you? Yes, it's you, but unfortunately, I haven't got enough for it. Right, we'll save them 3 till next time. Yeah, we can get this up to everywhere, and that's a fair whack we can get in. So we'll do that. How are we doing regarding this? There we go. That's going back up now. Still not up as it was, but it's ticking up at least. So, yeah, each turn that is going up a bit more. That's fine. It's bringing more money in as we go. Nope, cancel that. I want to do that. Right. Let's see. Anything else we can do? In fact, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Legal. No. No, I'm going to save them 3 until next turn. See what we get. Okay, so there you go. Crime's going down again. Health's going up. Unemployment's going down. Good. How's GDP doing? Right, it's recovering slowly, but it is recovering. That's fine. Right, nuclear test ban treaty. Okay. So they want us to sign a treaty that will ban us from carrying out nuclear tests. So you know what? Yeah, we don't need nuclear weapons. The only person who suffer is future generations if we use them. That's if anyone actually survives. So, nope, sign the treaty. There we go. Right, and we're up to 55% of the vote. So, that's pretty good. What do you want to talk about? Foreign language classes. Oh, I don't know about that at the minute. Maybe next time, but at the minute, I've got few other issues we need to sort out. Let's see. What can we do? Yeah. Capital gains tax, I think we're going to have to whack this up a bit, but I don't want to be spending too much at the minute. Let me just see, got something else we can do to bring in some money. First thing we're going to do is, because I said we'll go 16 to get it up to 4. Jeez, it's not really going to get us that much in. Right, okay, I'll just put it up a touch. Yeah, let's just put it up to residential areas there. So it's a bit more money coming in, but not as much as I would like. And yeah, I'm not finding anything decent to put in really. Right, it's more money going out, not in, but yeah, there we go. Technology grants, so we're gonna help people, that's going to help GDP, capitalists going to like it, predict productivity and technology are going to go up, unemployment's going to go down, and the religious are not going to like it that much. So we'll implement that, and screw it, let's just throw everything we've got at it. Let's see how that's affected, because if we can get GDP back up, as I say, it's climbing slowly. If we can get a big boost to it, then we might be okay, there we go. There's the nice boost. Not back up to where it was, but it's still going up. Unemployment's taking a nice big dip again, so that's back to where it was when we took over, if not slightly down. Education's suffering a bit. Okay, we need to keep an eye on that. Factory farming law. A campaign for tightening of animal welfare standards on farms is gaining momentum. A law has been proposed that would set higher minimum standards for the space, food and access to outdoors that is available to animals in intensive farming establishments. So we can set tougher standards. It's about time we did something to ensure animals are not suffering. Most people will be horrified they saw the conditions. These standards would lead to more expensive food, but people will be happy to pay more if they knew the conditions in which animals were currently kept. Leave unchanged. Nobody forces people to buy processed meat from the cheapest source. There are organic and free-range foods, but the free market shows clearly that people aren't prepared to pay more for a change in animal welfare. Well, problem is, it's not always a case of people, you know, are being forced to, well, the thing is, people are being forced to buy processed meat from cheap sources because, well, they can't afford the good stuff. If everything was good and the same high standards and not cheap stuff, then yeah, prices will come down to compete. So no, set tougher standards. There we go. So, yeah, GDP is going to take a bit of a knock, but that's a shame. Farmers and capitalists don't like it, but environmentalists, liberals, and plant-based diets are going up. That's nice. Right, let's see how we're doing. Oh, come on. How am I going to get this up now? I need to do something to get this up. Right, I'm going to have to try and get yous to come back, aren't I? No, not you. You. How's this going? Not doing too... Right, corporation tax. I know it sounds weird to say, but I'm going to have to drop it. That's capital gains. Where's corporation tax? You. Right, yeah. I'm not dropping it too much, but yeah, I'm going to drop it down to 25%. No, 20%. Okay. Drop it down to 20%. That's going to then hopefully bring people back. Yeah, I mean, look at that. From 60% down to 37. That's a nice big drop that's going to hit. So that's fine. It'll also help GDP out a bit. So let's apply that. Drop that down to 20. 9 left. Let's see. What else can we do? Actually, I know we can get a bit of money. Gender transitions. Yeah, let's drop that down a little bit. So you can still transit. That's fine. But you need a doctor's agreement and you need to be over a certain limit to be able to do that. I think that's a fair situation. So we'll put that in there and see what else can we do to try and help, really. Don't really want to be doing any more tax, but unfortunately, yeah. Does this have... No, this doesn't actually affect companies leaving. Okay. Oh, right, that's because it's on the stock market. That's fine. How have we been doing with that anyway? Yeah, it took a drop, but it's going up now. That's fine. But let's put you up to 28%. So basically, we've just swapped around our tax. That's fine. Let's see how that affects us now. There we go. Credit rating's on the way up. Just as someone resigned. That's a shame. Never mind. And how are we doing? 44% we're on at the minute. Okay, that's fine. You. Wait a minute. So yeah, our credit rating is on the way back up. So that's going to be a nice boost to GDP. Right, who resigned? Oh, the economy. Of course it will be the economy. Right, I want someone who's nice and loyal. Plus you actually... Oh, environmentalists and liberals, the two I'm keeping really happy. Plus you're good at campaigning, so that's good coming into the end. Right, yeah, none of you are really happy with me that much, are you? Never mind. Right, let's do that. And how far are we out? 5 turns, okay. We've got to be careful now what we're bringing in, because as I say, I need to make sure it's going to be implemented within 5 turns. So, changing state schools, well, I'd love to have done that for the, which one is it now? Education, that's it. Yeah, it's going to take 12 turns to implement it, so that's not going to help us out. But, have a look. State broadcaster. Oh, that's immediate. Right, okay. So we could put a bit more into there. That's education up still. And it's not going to cost us too much. Okay. We need something as well that's going to give us money. How are we doing with the drugs? Drugs are still going up. Not what it was at the beginning when we first implemented it, but it's still going up. That's the main thing. So yeah, it's going up 10%. So a couple of turns and that'll be doing well. Let's see. Really, with that one, I'm thinking I should have, yeah, upped it to both of them and then put the tax in, or put the tax in at the same time. That's one may need to have a little bit of, you know, thinking about. But let's have a look. What What else can we do? What else? Need to try and get in a bit of more money. I know. Inheritance tax, yes. Not going up much. It's going to cost us 8 though, just to put it up there. Is it even worth it? 0.05 to 0.2, so that's like what? 1.5 billion. Nah, it's not going to really do a dint, and for everything it's going to cost us, never mind. What about property tax? That should, yeah, that shoots up. Okay. So for 6, I can go from 6.3 to... I can get an extra billion in just for 6. For 11, I get loads in. Have a look. What's going to affect most? Yeah, you know what? That's fine. 58% property tax. That's going to give us plenty of money now, hopefully. And I've got 1 left. We can't really change anything, can I? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on a bit and see how that does. There we go. We've got one of our main things that we wanted. In fact, we've actually kind of got 2 of them. Health is almost as best as it can be, and we are equal. Everybody is equal now, more or less. And that is absolutely brilliant. Look at it, skyrocketed right through the roof now. Racial tensions are down. Equality is through the roof. Education is going up. And yeah, crime down and everyone's happier. So that is great to see. As I say, health is right up there. I mean, food prices are still a little bit, and obesity's taking a bit out of it, but everything else really, yeah, we could do getting the working week down a little bit, but you know, everyone has never been so healthy. So we're doing really good. GDP is taking off again. That is coming back up really well now. So that's doing well. Unemployment's going down. That is as low as it's ever been. So yeah, everything's, the only one I'm really concerned about is education. It was going up, but it's dropped again. So yeah, we need to try and figure out a way to get that up. But yeah, as I say, we'll get that in time. What do you want? You're just telling me you're not happy. Right. Housing expansion. What do you want? You want to build on a green belt land. So, no. We're going to keep it as we are. We're not building on green belts. End of. Farmers and environmentalists like it. Capitalists, of course, don't, because they don't like anything. Right. We're in the final stretch now. So, let's see. What can we do? Something small. We've got 4 turns. Need small changes that are going to have big impact, and we're finally in a surplus. Right, let's just do... Yeah, it's going to take 1 turn. So... Oh, jeez, that's going to... is it going to give us much? 1.4. An extra billion. But we're going to use it all up. No. We've got anything here that we can just implement quickly. Yeah, there we go. Hybrid... No, not hybrid cars. Where is... There's one of them. Yeah, there we go. We'll have that one. It's going to cost us 9 electric cars. So we're going to start now introducing a standard nationwide recharging system. So people can start to switch over to electric cars. More people are going to have electric cars. The environment's going to go up. Motorists are going to like it. Environmentalist income is going to go up because it's cheaper than paying for oil. And the amount of people who become environmentalists is going to go up. And oil demand is going to go down. Because demand's going to go down, the price of it is going to go down as well. So that is nice. And you know what? Ban gas-powered cars straight out the gate. Yes. So with that, so we can't do that. And to help people, if we can... No, we can't. New car subsidies, that's 14, that's going to cost us. So, you know what? We'll do that on the next one. Next turn, we can do that. That's going to hopefully make people happy. There we go. Credit rating has gone up again. So we're doing well now. We're getting our credit rating right back up. What do you want? Foreign language, no, go away. Why did you have to quit? And we've got campaign speeches. I'll do that in a minute. Foreign policies, right. Fine. Oh, I wouldn't mind you. Slightly less loyal, but your campaigning is amazing. So, yeah, I'll hire you. Fine. And speeches. No, I think I'll leave speeches for this turn. We've got 3 turns to do speeches. So, I'm going to leave it at this moment in time. And I did say we were going... Whoa! 22 we've got. Nice. That's a lot that we can do now. So, where is it? There. New car subsidies. There we go. So, motorists go up. Motorist income go up. CO2 emissions go down. Respiratory diseases go down. Electric car transitions go up. Oil demand goes down, car usage go up, the environment improves, and GDP goes up. So yes, implement that. And of course, we're whacking it up because it's less than $1 billion, and we've now got 11 billion surplus. We are on the up. It was hard, it was tough, but now, as I said, things are on the way up. Things are improving a lot. We've still got 8, so I could do... you know what? Although, no, I say it's 12 turns we need. Something's going to happen, like, straight away. Not going to do any good. 4 turns for that one. That's not going to help. What are you? Foreign investor tax breaks. You know what? Yeah. Just lower you down to bare minimum. I'm not giving you tax breaks. So there we go. I'll give you a little bit, but not much. That's fine there. And let's see. You know what? While we've got it, let's put a little bit more money into the military. How much? Okay, I could go up to highly trained, what's 18 billion. That's 6. And it does have a huge effect on a lot of different things, especially technology. I mean, it goes up like nearly a full %. Plus it makes us look more strong. Yeah, Patriots like it. Unemployment takes a nice big dip. Yep, that's fine. We'll do that. I've only got 2 left now, so... let's see. I know, wait a minute. Let's go back to welfare. Oh. Might do welfare. Let's see what other ones we've got. You could do cycling campaign. That's going to give that a boost, but... no, tobacco awareness. So, tobacco... oh, it's not really going to do much, really, although we'll help out with this. And that's going to take 2 turns, never mind. That's 2. What are you? 2. I think these are all 2 turns now. That's not good. Come on. Yeah, I think it's just going to say you've got 2 turns and that's it. Oh, 4 turns for that one. No, nothing else can do. Let's save that and we'll use that next time. Okay, there we go. Hospital overcrowding is now eradicated. There is no longer waiting lists for hospitals. Hospital bed capacity rates have fallen and doctors are pleased to report There are no longer unacceptable waiting lists for routine operations. There we go. And why are you striking? Civil servants have voted to strike over pay. When your employer is the government, you cannot simply resign and find another job with a competitor. Civil servants often thank the task force. Okay. Let's have a look at that in a minute. Have a look at them. How are we doing? Oh, we've got 88% of the votes. Look at that. GDP again is now back up to what it was when we started, roughly. Unemployment is an all-time low. Health is as good as you can get it. Crime is non-existent. Poverty is almost wiped out. Education kind of needs a bit of help. Right, so we're going to do that. We'll have a look at that as well. So let's do a speech. Let's have a look. What can we get now? Oh, we could give religion a boost, but nah, I'm not too fussed about that at the minute. State employees, yeah, let's keep them happy. And the self-employed, not so much, but we can do something about you in a minute. Have a look. Self-employed, no. Ooh, not gonna do too well here. Capitalists, I mean, we could do that. Problem is, there's a lot of them is you make one happy and you make someone unhappy, but it's just by how much and can you get people happier than not. Would make use very, yeah, trade unions, we'll try and get them happy. And we've got some freebies down the bottom. Environmentalists are already extremely happy. Religious, might as well give them a chance so you can get a few of their votes in. And who are you? Yeah, self-employed, I just said that, didn't I? Don't think we've got any self-employed that we can do, so there's none really that I want to do. Although saying that, no, because that's just going to counteract that one. So Liberals or Conservatives. Now we'll make the Liberals happier. There we go. Give the speech. See how it goes. Okay, we seem to do pretty well on that. Got two nice big jumps in there. So yeah, Liberals, state employees, religious, trade unions all loved it. Conservatives and the self-employed were not too impressed. Okay. Alright. And now we've got 12 to do something with. So, ooh. Yeah, let's see. See what can we bring in to help, but yeah, everything's going to take too long now. Oh, we've got a 1 there. Alright, that was you. These are all 1s, aren't they? Okay, most of them are 1s. Right, no. Agrees. Parenting. Free eye tests, yes, there you go. Free eye tests. Poverty down. Poor are going to be happier. Health's going to go up. Not that we really need health going up, but still. Yeah, it's going to be coming straight away. That is very nice. So yeah, whack that up. That's going to have a nice big help. 4 there. And let's double check. Food stamps, yeah. That's going to take 1. That's going to be very popular there. Everything's going to go up apart from poverty that's going down. So, yep, there we go. And again, whack that up because we've got 14 billion surplus in the bank. Right, there we go. Let's see what they have in effect. Credit rating is back up now. Told you we would turn it around. It just took a bit of time. There was no need for everybody to panic. So we've got speeches, we've got manifestos. Look at that, GDP now skyrocketing, doing absolutely amazing. Unemployment plummeting. Poverty is non-existent now. We've got rid of poverty. There's nobody officially in poverty. Crime, gone. Health, max. Education. We'll ignore education. But let's have a look. We've got a surplus of 14 billion. And, you know, we could do things with education if I had time. But unfortunately, this is the last turn. We are doing brilliantly. So, let's have a look at the manifesto promises. Well, let's have a look what we've got the choice of. Okay, it's not really giving us much choice, really, on this one. You don't have to pick them, but it gives you a boost. If you get put in and you complete it, then it gives you a boost in the next election. So, selective schoolings. They want me to put it down from dedicated to neutral. You know what? Not that it's going to affect me on this one, but yeah, there we go. Selective schoolings will do that. So liberals like it, socialists like it, but capitalists and conservatives, of course, they don't like it. Right. Speeches. Let's do another speech. Who are you? Motorists. Okay. State employees. Yeah, you always want to keep them happy. Retired. No. No. Conservatives. Yeah, might as well. You're a freebie. Anything that's going to give me a beneficial? I don't think it really is. So take you and what are you? Let's have a look. Self-employed? No. What? Yeah, trade unions. For the simple fact you're at 51%. If we can get you up a bit more, that would be nice. Right. Oh wow. Okay, that took a real big dip there. Hopefully, yeah, we're back into the positive again. Not too keen, but okay, there we go. That's better. We ended on not much, only by 5%, but we're still, that's a positive, not a negative. There we go. Pretty good there. And yeah, if we just go into here, so we can just see roughly how people are doing. Obviously, look at that. Babylon Blues have plummeted. Rotten Reds have stayed about the same. We are slowly going up. We've done that. There you go. Perception. This is what people think of us. So we're trustworthy and compassionate, but they don't think we're that strong. So, okay. I mean, we could try and do a media stunt, but they can backfire dramatically. So, we've got 9. You know what? Nothing we do now. This is the final turn. There's nothing we can do now that will have any impact on... No, not that one. On the election results regarding policies. None of the policy changes are going to do anything. So, might as well try and see if we can get a strong leader up. So, what are we? Minus 15%. So, we need more than 15%. So, as you can see, it's going to cost 6 for this one. The impact is going to be 28%, but the chance of it being positive is 65. Now, could interview while jogging, that's got an 80% chance, but only 16% impact. So it's a case of risk and reward. But yeah, let's take the easy one. We're going to be interviewed while jogging. Oh no, it failed! Okay, I guess we had a few issues with our breathing, or some must have been out of breath. But okay, let's try another one if we can. No, we haven't got enough. Can we do anything? Oh, no, not at 62%. I'm not risking that. And you've got nothing I can do. Right. Never mind. We've got the 3. So you know what? Might as well just see if it says 1, so it may have a little bit. Let's whack that up to full. You never know. You might have a little bit, but let's see. let's get into now and see how the election plays out. So here is the election. We've got the People's Party, the blabbering Blues, the Rotten Reds, and then people who don't bother to vote. So here we go. You ready? And count. Oh yes, get in! Told you I would make the best Prime Minister ever. 92% of the vote. I am amazing. 5 years and I have fixed the UK. And just to show you, we'll do a little breakdown so you can see how everybody voted. So yeah, I got the majority of all the votes. So yeah, very few was under 50%. So yeah, socialists, I got 70% of the vote. Only 70% turned up. Every single socialist who turned up voted for me. Commuters, overwhelming. Liberals loved me. Self-employed, well, I got the majority of the self-employed vote. The poor love me. Farmers love me. Youth love me. Minorities love me. State employees love me. Middle incomes love me. Environmentalists love me. Religious love me. Patriots love me. Even the capitalists love me. I mean, retired worship me. Motorists love me. Trade unions love me. The wealthy, well, they all voted for me. So, you know what? I can't argue at that. Parents, conservatives, and then everyone. There we go. Now, I'll do changes in a minute. We'll get back to that one. But vote. So there you go. You can see everybody's vote again. So, you know, non-voters as well. So that'd be like, you know, they didn't vote, but they liked my policies. If they had gone out and voted, you know, they would have voted for me. And you can do that with all of them there. But this is the one. This is the proof that I am a genius. A genius. I'm a genius that can't talk. There. I am a genius at politics. So, let's see the changes, shall we? So, lifespan. In 5 years, I have increased the British lifespan by 64%. Health is 60% up. Equality, nearly 40% up. Crime is down by 34%. There are now 34% more electric cars on the road. Poverty has been destroyed. Stability's up. Tourism's up. International trade is up. Violent crime down. Gender equality up. Oil demand down, because that is because of all the electric cars we've been getting. Legal drug consumption has gone up, of course, because, well, I made it legal. Business confidence up. Foreign investment up. Population up. Private healthcare down. CO2 emissions down. Human development up. Productivity up. Unemployment down. Charities are getting more money. Racial tensions are down. Healthcare demands are down. Private schools are down because our public schools are doing so well. Immigration's gone up because more people want to live here because we're doing so well. Industrial automatisation has gone down because, well, that's mainly because of the tax, but because there are so many people who are working. Alcohol consumption has gone down because people are happier and they're not drinking themselves. Private pensions have gone down because people have got more money. They don't need as much in the private pensions. They can save. The wealth gap has gone down between generations. Poor people's earnings have gone up. Corruption's down. Private housing is down. Air travel's gone up. Higher earnings have dropped. Hence why that generation gap has come down. GDP. We had an issue partway through GDP. Yous were all probably panicking and screaming, oh my god, look at the GDP, look at the GDP. Look at it. It's up. From when we started 5 years ago, it's gone up by 10%. Democracy is up. Tobacco usage down. Cryptocurrencies down. The environment has gone up. It's better. Plant-based diets have gone up. Immigration has gone down because people are not wanting to leave because they're loving it living here. Traffic congestion down. Car usage down. Oil supply down because we don't need as much of it. Technology has gone up. The water industry has gone down for some reason, and so has the rail industry. Well, rail, that's fine, but I don't understand why water's gone down. Never mind. Telecoms industry has gone up. Okay, the currency strength has dropped a bit, but that's not a big issue when you consider everything else that's going on. Foreign relations up. Rail usage down. Bus usage up. Average temperatures have dropped. I have managed to reduce the amount of CO2 in the air. It has an effect on the average temperatures. I've managed to bring it down nearly 4% in 5 years. And that's just the start, because a lot of them haven't really kicked into full gear yet. The energy industry has gone down because we don't need as much of it. Oil prices have dropped. Food prices have dropped. Middle incomes have gone down. Education, even though I was saying we were struggling, has still gone up. You cannot get much better than that. You look at the situation we were in. You look at that now. You tell me, please tell me that that is not a reason to make me Prime Minister. Let me get in. Let me make them policies. Let me make them decisions. And I'll tell you now, I will have this country running like clockwork. It will be spot on. We will not have any issues. 5 years. That's all I need. 5 years and I can make Britain brilliant. So there we go. I have now put my name down for the next general election. Get my name out there. Get people looking at this. And who knows, one day Sankey 84 will be the British Prime Minister. Thank you so much for joining me today. Look after each other, please. And until next time, goodbye.